welcome back to another Archicad speed modeling quick coffee tip. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and join the ASM TechBase email list for newsletters and future updates. Okay, let's get started. I had this inspirational photo. I found this online, sort of a courtyard, and I thought this is pretty cool. And you can see that the posts, they go nicely around the curve and then a spline, and they're getting lower and lower. And we do some back fences and a bit of an courtyard design. So let's move over here. What I did is I tried to match roughly, you can see, you know, here the spline and the arc and just sort of the design, and that's all done at the moment with just arcs. I actually use arcs instead of splines for this. I prefer arcs because it's also easier if you actually then produce the design in real life. Okay, so I did make them different color, you can see, because I wanted the red one here. This is my fence inside, and this one is my wooden sort of area, and then you can see this little pond, another wooden area there, and we got the seating area. Okay, I like to start first with my fence here. What I did is I created a profile. I called it a post one, and it's very simple. You can see it's just a fill. I gave it a material, and this matches our post there I have in the reference image. So we save this. I want to save this for a wall, and then we get out of here. So I can use now this wall piece as a post. So if I go into the wall here, I can choose from here the normal wall. I go to the profile wall and I choose post one. Make sure you got the same material. I used wood one, and I put it on a layer called wall retaining. Great. So the first bit is I like to go closer. Here you can see where it goes from red to pink. That's where the post will start, going over here. See that corner there, going around. And I do my first arc first. So I won't go all the way, and because you will see in a moment when I go along, it doesn't recognize the whole arc. Well, I can try. Let me have a look. But the start point is here, and I just want to make them 100. Okay, let's have a look in 3D what we got. Very simple. We got our first post right here. Okay, now I select this, and we just open the option multiply, and I want to rotate it. I use increment and spread. You see why in a moment. And pick arc for input and rotate to path. So I click OK. Now I need the middle of the arc, so just go to the arc here, and you can see you get a little cross. So you click there. So I'm in the middle now. Go over here. I'm clicking here, and I want to spread pretty much the same distance. That's 100. So you can see the angle is on -2.2. So just do it -4.4. You just double it. Hit enter. So the distance is 100 now, and you can see what happens. I can spread it now along, but see, it doesn't recognize because it's not one arc. So I have to do the second one in a moment. So that's great. Zoom in, and yeah, I think that one will do. Great. So we've got the first one here. Let's have a look. Great. The other bit is because I can't do it continuously, because you maybe notice that the second part of this fence is starting to go lower. See, from here it's going lower and lower and lower. So that's why we have to do this anyway as a separate fence. Great. So I take this now, just drag a copy, because same distance roughly. There you go, and you drag this there. And as you can see, move in a bit more, make sure you rotate this to the next arc. So I rotate here. There you go. And now I can spread this one along, but I will also elevate it. So we go rotate, same thing as before, but here I do a vertical displacement. So let me start with -40. The post is 1.8 meter high, 1,800 millimeters. We work in millimeters over here in Australia. So I do -40. It means every post will be 40 millimeter lower. Okay, great, hit OK. We go and pick this path. We go from here. Now again, it's 48, just double it to 0.96, enter. And we move all the way to down here. Now this is a bit trial and error, of course. Let's go into 3D and see what happens. Yeah, see, it's too low. Okay, let's go. There you go. But not to worry, we just go back, and I would think I need to just take 10 off. Let's do it 30, and we just do that one again. There we go. Click there, and yeah, 0.96. Hang on, 96, and we try again. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, getting there. Let's do a 0.2. So you can see it's a bit of trial and error, but it doesn't take too long, and it's quite fast. I mean, you know, this is great. We'll pick path first. There, and 0.96. That's already my third try here, and it's probably only been a minute. Ah, this is looking good. All right. Oops, there we go. So I move around. You obviously cut them off, not a problem. But I think it looks pretty good, looks very similar to what we have over here in our courtyard. Now the next one I want to do is we go around here, but I make it a bit different. I want to make them going up and down, okay, sort of in a wave form. First things first, I have to copy one of those posts. Let me quickly select all walls because I only got them, and I like to group them just for later. Suspend group so I can take one copy. So we drag a copy, and we drag this copy. Let's move it over here, and we rotate this. Now let's drag that one here, and we mirror copy. Let's do this. We go here, move, and we mirror copy at an exact angle of 45. There we go. And you can see I can drag this out here, and this one we drag out here. So they're nicely in the corner now, perfect as a starting point. Okay, you can do them different sizes. I just keep them the same at the moment. It's a tutorial, but for me, I'm quite happy if you do them different size. You have to duplicate the profile and just change the size. Right, so what I do is now let me move with this section here all the way up here. Boom, just fits, that's fine. I didn't really want this in my section, but that's cool. So A1, we got A1. Let's have a look what we got. There we go. Now I prepared a wave sort of spline. Okay, so what you do is let's take this spline, move it down, and we gotta be careful now. I'll show you, that's why I got this line, because what I want to do is I want to make sure it's not going any higher than this if I move it now along this wave. So the next bit is if I go here, okay, see that works. So if I now do this, the post will wave down here, up, down, up, all the way over here. All right, great. What I might do is let me copy a post, and hang on a second, I can see how much it is. It should be 200. Yes, let's do this again. So drag copy, and I hit X 200 minus, because I want to finish there. I think, like I said, I prepared that before. Yeah, it looks good. It's right there. Great. So now what we can do is do the same as before. So you go in here, rotate to path is off because you can't do this with a wall in section elevation, but we don't need it because I can still go along pick path before input. That's all I need. So increment and spread as before, click OK. So we click the path first. All right, go there and watch this. So we go there, it's distance 111. So make it 2, 2, 2, enter. All right, that did not work. As you see, escape, and we do this again. Alright, let's have a look. We go here and path from there to there. Did I put something different in? Yes, as soon as I enter. See, interesting that it doesn't want to do this. So what I do is I just do it by eye, not a problem. I zoom in a bit, do it again. See, it's good to learn like this. So it's 111. So all I do is go 2, 2, 2. Not a problem. I zoomed in quite a lot. I'm sure I can get this. Zoom in more. There you go. 2, 2, 2. Triple 2. Now you got the same distance in between. And look what happened here. Isn't that beautiful? Now it doesn't quite fit at the end. I will get to this in a moment. Okay, they're still selected. You've seen this before in my tutorials. I can go to this option and I can see there's 44 new posts I created. Cancel. Undo step. Because what I'm doing next is 44, but I distribute them. And I do 44 minus 1. Just do the same thing again. So we go from here and we go from, gotta be careful which corner I pick now. Yes, let's go from that corner and we go to the outside corner. That should work. Look at this, beautiful. Now I've got everywhere the same distance. So let's have a look in 3D here. How does that look? I like it a lot. See, this is great. So the same thing we can do with the other side here and there. So let me do that quickly. Okay, let's have a look. Starting to look good properly. I would think so. Look at this. Perfect. Excellent, excellent. Okay, great. Now, the next bit is to add all the other pieces in the courtyard. Okay, looking at the image here, it is pretty straightforward. So I'll obviously use just a couple of slabs for all my other items and a wall, pond slab. But one thing I will show you, you can obviously add here a texture, but I show you how to quite easily give this a 3D sort of, you know, the wooden slats here and here. It's quite easy to do actually, and you can actually change them around. So if I go over here, let me do that quickly because that's pretty straightforward. Okay, as you can see, that was quite simple. Like I said, I used walls and slabs, cut all this out. And yes, we can apply a wooden texture to this, but I like to show you a quick other way to do it, actually to do it in 3D, which looks much better when you render it. You have actual 3D gaps in the wood. So let me do that now. So what I do is I create a profile again for this. So I'm going to my profiler here. Do a new one and I say a wood seat, or you know, it could be a seat or it could be something else. Let's just say wood 3D. How about we doing it wood 3D? There you go, that'll be cool. Great. So what I'm doing here is now take the fill and I create my first fill here. So I want the wooden slats to be, let's do X 30 plus, and we do Y 20 plus, enter. Okay, and now we do a gap in between. I want to have a quick look. 30, let's do X 10 plus. So I think that's, yeah, that's not a bad gap. So let's try that. Let me save this for now because I have to quickly check what thickness I made this. 80. Okay, it's a bit thick. Maybe let's make it 60 for the one up here. That means in 3D I have to probably move this down quickly. Yeah, no problem. So we take this and move it. Whoops, the bottom one. I need to move the bottom one to there. Oops, not that man. I mean drag it. Now you can see obviously you would have to continue the wall for your pond, but I don't see it here from this view if I do visualization and put plants in and all that stuff. Okay, so we got this on 60 now, so edit. So let me move them higher up to, so I had them 20, so let's move them up to 70. You know what, they just have to be bigger actually, funny enough, but let's just do it this way. So I'll go from here and let's say Y 70 plus. All right, cool. Now just notice, because I actually have to do the opposite, okay? You will see why in a moment. So I actually need to draw this one, and let's copy one over here. So all I need is the gaps. Yeah, that's better. Great, so take this and we use that one. No, pick path. And all you do is from here to here. Okay, and let's just, you know, it can be quite big, doesn't matter. You don't even have to worry about applying material, because I use this just as a cutting element. Save. Wall, yeah, fine. So what I can do is now, let's look at the photo. We got the photo over here. There you go. So you got that. Now if the gaps are too big, we can adjust this easy. Okay, so what I want to do is take this wall now, and we go and use, what do I have? Wood 3D. Like I said, don't worry about this, but here put it on a cutting element layer. Now what I can do is we just draw this somewhere here. That will do. Okay, and we move them over here so it covers them. And as you can see, I need a lot more. So edit. All you have to do is you go there again, and we just spread this out. So from there to there, move out, and you know, just make it long. Doesn't matter. There we go. Save. Oh, I think it's, yeah, okay. So what we have to do, it's probably interfering with the walls I've got here. That's why. So what you have to do, cut elements 2. Oh, it's already on 2. That's strange. Let's do it on another one. No, that should be okay. Very, very awesome. Let's try this in 3D. Yeah, that's very funny not showing up in 2D. Well, you know what? As I use this in 3D, it doesn't really bother me. All right, so let's select this one, and you drag this up. No, drag it up, I said. There you go, and we drag this up to there. Okay, it's a bit slow, but you know, it's fine because there's quite a lot of information. So what you have at the moment, you can see we exactly at the top. So let me now move this up by just 5, as long as it is over this wooden slab, because the next bit is we now use our solid element operation, and we have the operator element and the target element, and we just subtract that, execute. There you go, and we turn that layer off. All right, how cool is that? Now you got your wooden slats in 3D. Okay, now the cool thing is, let's go back here. I know this doesn't look correct, but you can obviously rotate them. Let's just go from here, there, and rotate them by 90. And just make sure it covers. I know it doesn't show in 2D at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it will cover this way now. It keeps now cutting it this way. Let's have a quick look. Okay, there we go. I can see I need a couple more. It doesn't quite, oh actually no, I can just extend the length here. That was my mistake. So take this, because it's just a wall. Gotta make sure, there we go. It covers everything either side. Beautiful. In 3D. And we can just hide this cutting element. See? So if I do export 1, that should be fine. Move in here. Look at this, all in 3D. This will render quite nice. And again, look, this is just a tutorial. If you need the gaps wider between your slats, then you do them wider. Okay, very simple. Okay, so now you have them wider. Okay, this is great. This is so easy to do. I could use this cutting element, the same obviously with this one down here. There you go, they're now in 3D, just as the other one, and it looks pretty good. And while you were not looking, I added quickly this quick stair here, and as you can see, I converted those benches and stairs to a morph, and then I could just do the edges quite nice and round. So that looks pretty cool too now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick tip, and I see you back next time. Bye for now.